Hi and welcome, students. Okay, so in today's lesson, I will teach you all about nouns in English. Nouns, as we know, are very important and they are the basic element of a sentence. I will repeat this. Nouns, as we know, are very important and they are the basic element of a sentence. If you want to speak good English, you need to know about the different types of nouns. So in this lesson, I will try to teach you as best as I can. So let's begin. In English, as I said, we have different types of nouns. And here they are. We have common noun, we have a proper noun, we have abstract noun, we have a concrete noun, we have a countable noun, we have an uncountable noun, we have a compound noun, we have a collective noun, we have a singular noun, and we have a plural noun. So these are the types of nouns, and I will go through them with you one by one in 2 videos. So I will start with concrete noun. Concrete noun now is, in English, concrete nouns are people, places, and things, including animals. Again, concrete nouns are people, places, and things, including animals. Now, you can see, you can smell, and you can taste or hear and touch. So you can basically use your 5 senses for the concrete nouns. Let me give you a few examples of concrete noun. If you want to, like I said, here we have the concrete noun. We can see, smell, taste, hear, and touch. We can use our 5 senses. So this is a good clue to remember what a concrete noun is. To give you an example of a concrete noun, if we want to talk about people, we can say a man, a teacher, or we can say Mrs. Nasreen, or we can say Mr. Smith. Okay, if we want to talk about places in our concrete noun, we can say a house, a school, a city like London or Aqaba, a beach. And if we want to talk about things, okay, we could say a shoe, a marker, a dog, or food, a pizza. So these are concrete nouns. Now let's move to abstract nouns. Unlike concrete nouns, they are ideas. So here again we said concrete nouns: shoe, a marker, a dog, a pizza. Moving along to the abstract noun. Now abstract noun is the opposite of concrete noun. Abstract nouns are ideas, concepts, and emotions. Again, abstract nouns are ideas, concepts, and emotions. Here, and you can't see an idea, and you can't smell a concept, and you can't taste an emotion, or hear it, or touch it. So they are things that exist, but you cannot see or taste them. Again, they are things that exist, but you cannot see or taste them, or you can't use your 5 senses like we could in the concrete nouns. Let me give you a few examples. If we want to talk about the abstract noun, we can talk about love, we can talk about time, we can talk about religion, and we can talk about rules. Okay, these are all words that represent ideas, they represent concepts, and they're abstract nouns in English. Now let's see the difference. Between common nouns and proper nouns. So common and proper nouns refer to people. They refer to places. They refer to ideas. For example, a woman. Common noun, a woman. But if we want to talk about a specific woman, we could say, if we want to talk about a specific woman, then we are using a proper noun, and that would be like Fanny, or it would be Nisreen. Okay, so we're talking about a specific woman. Or we can say Jenna. And remember, the rule for proper nouns is always use a capital letter or uppercase letter. Okay, so a common noun, a woman, a girl. But a proper noun is the specific woman, the specific girl, which we use their name, and the name is always capitalized, because proper nouns are always capitalized. Do not forget that. We can talk about places, a city, for common nouns. But if we want to use a proper noun, we are specifying, we are naming a specific city. So the common noun is a city, the proper noun is London. Or common noun is a city, and the proper noun would be Aqaba. Okay, so when we want to use a specific, when we want to specify something, this is called proper noun. Okay, the common noun is just common as it is. And we always capitalize the proper nouns, as I said. Now, moving along to, we can talk about things also like a dog, which is a common noun. But if we talk about a specific dog, like Snoopy, with a capital S, okay, we can talk about things again, like a car. But if we want to talk about a specific car, a specific brand of the car, like Volvo, so then the proper noun would be Volvo, or it would be Mercedes, or it would be BMW. But the common noun for a car is a car. And then when we want to use a proper noun, we are specifying the type of car, the kind of car. Volvo, we have BMW, we have Lexus, we have Mercedes, we have a whole bunch of nice cars. Okay, and remember, the proper nouns are always capitalized. So now that we know about nouns in English, let's practice finding nouns in a sentence. Okay, here are some practice sentences I have for you. And this sentence says, in my class at Oxford University, I have many friends. My best friend is Jan. I have a lot of love for her. Jan has a cute dog. Its name is Juju. Okay. Now, here, looking at this sentence, where there are common nouns, we also have proper nouns, and what are the nouns in this sentence? Let's look at the first sentence. In my class at Oxford University. In my class at Oxford University. I have many friends. I have many friends. We have class. I have many friends. My best friend is Jan. I have a lot of love for her. Jan has a cute dog. Its name is Juju. Okay, so here we have where the nouns here, like I said, we have in the first sentence, in my class at Oxford University, we have class and friends. Okay, class and friends. These are the common nouns. We also have proper noun, which is Oxford University. And we know that a proper noun because it's capitalized. In the second sentence, my best friend is Jan. My best friend is Jan. So in this sentence, the noun is friend, and friend is a common, and Jan is the proper because it is capitalized. And next sentence, I have a lot of love for her. I have a lot of love for her. What noun can you see in this sentence? I have a lot of love for her. What noun can you see? Yes, it's love. Remember the abstract noun that we talked about earlier? Yep. So this is the abstract. We cannot see it, we cannot feel it, we cannot smell it, taste it. So love here is an abstract noun. Finally, we have Jan has a cute dog. Jan has a cute dog. Its name is Juju. What noun can we find? What nouns can we find? We have Jan again, which is a proper noun, and we have dog, which is a common noun, and we also have name. Okay, we also have name and Juju. Name is a common noun, and we know that Juju is a proper noun because it is capitalized and it is a specific name for a woman, like we said earlier. Okay, now we are going to talk about singular and plural nouns. Singular and plural nouns. So when you speak English, it's a must you know the difference between a singular and plural nouns. So I will explain the difference. I will explain to you the different rules and practice together. Here we have singular. We have cat, school, team, lady, monkey, tomato, and piano. Remember these. Now we have, okay, the first thing you need to know is that a singular noun means one. Okay, that's singular means one. For example, cat, school. You can say cat or one cat, school or one school, team or one team, and plural. We know that it is more than one. It could be 2, 3, 4, or many. So if we have cat, cat becomes cats. Cat is singular. For the plural, it becomes cats. School becomes schools. Team becomes teams. Lady becomes ladies. Monkey, singular monkey becomes plural monkeys. Singular tomato becomes plural tomatoes. And finally, piano becomes plural pianos. Now, don't forget here that lady has a consonant, Y, and we know when we have this, the plural will be IES. So, when we want to change lady, the singular, to a plural, we must change the Y and add IES. Why? Because here we have the Y is a consonant, okay, in lady, and we add IES. Here, monkey, we have monkey. It also ends in a Y, so we just add an S. Okay, so to make it monkey becomes monkeys. We do not have to add IES. Here, there is no rule. We just need to know, we just need to know which words that we just add an S. So we must learn those words. There is no rule to this at all. Now I want to Okay, also, before I forget, also tomato becomes tomatoes with the ES. And most words ending in O, you will need to add a ES. So now I want to do some pronunciation. Like here, tomato becomes tomatoes, so we added a ES because the consonant O, and we just added ES to after the O. Now I want to do some pronunciation practice. We have three different sounds. We have S, and we have Z, Z, and we have IZ, which is Z. Now let's review some words together and notice what sounds do you hear. Okay? Notice what sounds do you hear. Cats, cats. Now repeat after me so you have a better pronunciation and you remember what the sound is. Cats. So you hear at the end there's an S. Schools, schools. You hear that there's a Z, but it's actually an S. Teams, teams. You also have an S, but you hear a Z. Ladies, ladies. You have IES, but you hear a Z. We have monkeys, monkeys. Also, there's an S, but we hear a Z. Tomatoes, tomatoes. We have ES, but we also hear a Z. And finally, we have pianos, pianos. We also hear a Z. So these are very important. It's very important to hear yourself when you're speaking, to know what the sound, what letters the word has in it, and what sound you're making. Okay, so another rule are nouns that end in S, SH, X, CH, and Z. To make the plural form of these nouns, you will add ES. Okay, so again, here's another rule for nouns that end in S, SH, X, CH, and Z. Okay, to make the plural form of these nouns, you will add ES. So here we have S, and then SH, X, CH, and Z. We add an ES. And the sound will be Z. For example, buses. So we have buses, we have bus, BUS, and then to make it plural, we have buses, we added an ES. We have bushes, BUSH, bush, and then the plural for bush is bushes, BUSHEX. We have fox, FOX, for singular, foxes, FOXEX for plural. Okay? We have beach for singular, BEACH, and then we have beaches for plural, BEACHES, beaches. And lastly, we have quiz, 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 singular, and then for the plural for quiz, it becomes quizzes, QUIZES. Okay, do you get it? QUIZES. So these are the nouns that end in S, SH, X, CH, Z. We add a ES. We do not change any of these letters. We just add an ES to the word. Like I said, we have bus, buses, bush, bushes, fox, foxes, beach, beaches, quiz, quizzes. Okay? Now let's move to, and like I said, the ES here, like when we said bus, and then we made it buses to plural, buses. you hear that there's an IZ, okay? Bush, bushes. The ES here, when you pronounce it, it sounds like a IZ. Foxes, foxes. You also hear, we're writing FOXES, but we're hearing foxes. We're hearing IZ. Again, we have bushes for singular, bush for singular, and then bushes for the plural, but you know, we're writing ES for bushes, but the pronunciation is bushes, IZ. Also, fox for singular, foxes for plural, and then when we pronounce it, we are hearing foxes, foxes. Okay, now let's talk about nouns that end in F and FE. These are kind of tricky. We're talking now about nouns that end in F and FE. For example, roof, ROOF, becomes singular. For plural, it becomes roofs. Okay? Safe, 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 becomes safes. 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 Okay, we have leaf, 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 becomes leaves. LEAVES. So leaf, it's the singular, and the plural is leaves. So here we added a VES. So this is also not a rule, but you must learn the words like wife becomes wives. So we have wife for singular, WIFE. For the plural, we have WIVES. Okay? And we know these already. We also, another example, shelf, SHELF, becomes shelves, SHELVES, shelves. Okay, so again, we have leaf, singular, leaves, leaves, LEAVES for the plural. Okay, so we added a VES. We have wife for singular, we have wives, WIVES for plural. We have shelf, singular, and we have shelves, SHELVES for plural. Okay, so that is it for today's lesson. I will continue part 2 of nouns in our next lesson. I hope you got a better understanding of nouns now, and you will once I send you part 2, nouns part 2. Have a great day until our next lesson. Ciao.